and welcome in Colfax. Here with CTV, I'm Jessie Reynolds.
And I'm Trent Detmer. This week we have two amazing pieces and a little surprise on the topic of food.
These two have decided to take us beyond our campus and into the community around us. Stay tuned as they bring us to Colfax Luna in this bi-weekly spotlight. Every 2 weeks they will come in and talk about places to eat, local events, shopping places, and show us what's around and available to students. But staying on campus for now,
this past weekend, Jordan Nielsen won Colfax Lions Club Annual Student Speakers Contest. The contest has been going since 1938 and offers students the opportunity to display their public speaking skills. He was interested in writing after learning about the speech topic, which he had a personal experience and insight into.
It was the excellent coaching of Steve Robinson and peer support to help bring Jordan to win this contest, along with his hard work. Congratulations.
Now let's head to the weight room with Daniel Bliss and Tyler Gansberg showing us how their athletes and peers get strong.
I'm Daniel Bliss reporting for CTV at the Colfax weight room. Students at Colfax High School are choosing strength training for a variety of reasons, and the PE departments have many ways to meet their needs.
Trying to be fit, trying to get ready for sports and help out with the legs and the arms and be ready for the batting season and everything.
Student Jared Luby gives us insight on what he's getting out of PE football as an athlete.
I'm trying to work as hard as I can, so hopefully it'll carry over to next season and I can play to the best of my abilities. The specific lifts we do translate over to the field, and it helps us play better and play more confident.
Students also find that strength training has benefits beyond just strength.
I've definitely gained some strength, and confidence is definitely a big thing, just because I know I can do more.
What made you want to take this class?
So some guy told me I couldn't, and I was like, nah, I can do it, so I did.
Activities involving strength training at Colfax are football, advanced weightlifting, even yoga.
So yoga is excellent for developing core strength. It really focuses on the abs, the back, posture, balance. Some people think it's just about flexibility and they like to add flexibility training. I have a lot of athletes who take it to get more flexibility training in their program. It's a supplemental training program for a lot of other activities.
Colfax is strong when it comes to offering students opportunities to grow themselves. With cameraman Tyler Gansberg, I'm Daniel Bliss from the PE department at Colfax High School for CTV.
Thank you, Tyler and Daniel. Great reminder of our school's strength.
Now let's kick it to our sports experts, Max and John.
Welcome back, Colfax. I'm here with my co-host, John McCann, to give you your CTV Sports
Hey there.
update. And what a week of sports we have this time, Max. But before we get into our update, we'd like to invite Connor the cue card guy into the studio to help us a little bit out visually. Welcome, Connor.
Glad to be here, guys.
Last Friday, the boys basketball team drilled Bear River by a margin of 29 points. The scoring leaders for the winning team were O'Keefe with 16, Sowie with 15, and Aarons with 5. The girls basketball team fought hard against Lincoln Tuesday and won with a commanding lead of 23 points, with scoring leaders of Gracie Bliss with 16, Kylie McClain with 15, and Annalise Bowley with 7. In soccer news, the girls team battled against Lincoln on Wednesday and held on to their first place spot in the PVL and their undefeated record with a 2-0 win, with goals coming from Maya Vasugi and Hannah Crandall. That's right, Max. The girls soccer team is really pulling away from the competition. If there's anything we know about the boys soccer team, it's that they just keep fighting. After a loss to Lincoln on Wednesday, they have their sights set on bouncing back and grabbing a couple wins before league ends. This weekend, our wrestling team will be competing in a league tournament. The Falcons that will be competing are Trent Detmer, Christian Shelley, and Zach Tremro. Now that we've covered our annual update, we'd like to say goodbye to Connor and begin our Falcon forecast. Let's take a look into swim team with a quick preview from Trent Detmer.
Hey there, Falcons. I'm Trent Detmer, and I'm here to tell you about our swim team. It's a great experience for all and also gives you a great tan. This year, we are striving to become the best swimmers that we possibly can. We have a bunch of new swimmers on the team, and if you're interested, it's not too late to sign up. I'm Trent Detmer with CTV Sports, sending it back to the studio.
We're in the studio with swimmer Clay Calvert. How are you doing today, Clay?
A bit chilly, Max.
Now, Clay, Max and I have been hearing rumors that swim team is really shaping to be pretty good this year.
That's what we're all hoping for, John. I think we have a lot of great returning swimmers and even some new recruits that could end up being stars as well.
Well, Clay, not many people know what it's like to participate in a swim meet, and I think our loyal viewers would love for a little insight.
Sure, Max. It's really fun because you get to make a lot of new friends while you're waiting around for your heat to start and you get to swim. In my opinion, that's a win-win.
Well, Colfax, the Falcon forecast has come to a close, but we at CTV Sports would like to give a big thanks to Clay Calvert and Connor the Cue Cards guy for being on the show today. Also, don't forget to wish this spicy ginger a happy birthday on Sunday. Thanks, Max. I'm Max Wolff. And I'm John McCann. And we'll see you next time, Colfax.
Thanks again to the sports team and to all our athletes working hard.
Speaking of working hard, our head producer, John Hill, is turning 18 today.
So if you see him on campus, make sure to tell him a happy birthday.
Up next, take a look at our other hard workers in Colfax Auto Shop.
Colfax High School's auto shop teacher and former mechanic Al Angelo is providing opportunities for students to explore the auto repair industry through 2 hands-on courses, Auto Shop and Advanced Auto Shop.
I have always wanted to be a mechanic ever since I was old enough to know what a car was. So when I got into high school, I took all classes that were going to help me become a mechanic. So I took electronics and electrical and welding and metal fabrication and of course auto. And then as soon as I graduated from high school, I went to Arizona Automotive Institute where I spent a year there and graduated top of my class in 1981. Ended up at the Ford dealership where I worked for 20 years, and now I teach high school auto for the last 15 years.
Transportation is essential to life in the foothills and can be very expensive. The American Automobile Association sets the average annual cost of operating a vehicle at $8,698. Some of those costs can be reduced with basic automobile maintenance and repair skills that can be developed in the Colfax Auto Shop.
I hope that they have a basic understanding of how a car works. So, pretty much everybody's going to learn how to drive a car. And I think that if you're going to drive a car, you at least should know a few things about maintaining it and making sure that it's safe to drive on the highway.
So far we've gone through a couple of units between motors, brakes, steering and suspension, batteries and cooling, and I bet through every of the sections you'll do a little bit on the cars themselves and along the road, people's personal vehicles, any minor fixes or repairs.
If you've gone through the whole school year and you've learned a lot about cars and this is something you want to take to the next step, I highly recommend that you take the advanced class. The advanced class is a great opportunity for you to take everything that you've learned here in this shop and take it to the next level. And that is where we actually find you a job site that you want to go to work on. And about 8 kids from my advanced class have already been hired full time.
With cameraman Logan Grimes and Jake Smothers, I'm William Torres for CTV.
Thank you, Logan and William, for taking us into that amazing program.
Now it's time to check in on Carson Buol and Elijah Key with the local spotlight.
I'm Elijah Key.
And I'm Carson Buol.
And over the course of this CTV season, we're going to be exploring local possibilities for high school students to get out and engage in the wonders of the foothills.
This past week, we visited a local restaurant owned and operated by 2003 Colfax High School graduate Lauren Miller Newman. Let's take a look at what we saw.
Cafe Luna is a restaurant located on Main Street in Colfax. However, Cafe Luna hasn't always been a restaurant. It began as a coffee shop just down the street from where they are located now.
Considering many high school students eat at fast food places and not sit-down restaurants, we decided to shake things up, and we were not disappointed. Walking in the door, I was caught off guard with the various menu choices. After considering my options, I eventually settled on the chicken burrito bowl, a burrito without the tortilla, served with corn chips. My meal was outstanding and truly something to try if you haven't already.
Being family-owned, Cafe Luna gives off a feeling of homeliness the instant you walk in. That also transfers into the attitude of the staff. They care about you and want you to have a great time while you're there. From the great menu options to the feeling of homeliness, Cafe Luna is a superb restaurant for anyone, whether it be your first time or your 10th time. Signing off for CTV, this is Elijah Key and Carson Buol.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that delicious first episode.
Now that we're all hungry, check in next week to see what our baseball team is cooking up.
And hit the slopes and the high notes with us as we follow our ski team into the mountains and sing along with our newly formed men's choir.
Have a great weekend, Colfax. I'm Jessie Reynolds.
And I'm Trent Detmer. See you next time.